Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Kate?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Wonderful. Did you find parking okay today?
Yes, I did. Thank you
Good.
for asking.
No problem. Now, how are you feeling about our meeting the other day?
Pretty good. And I'd like to talk about more things that I could do to help me with my weight loss.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I would love to go over kind of some things that I took from the other day from your 24-hour recall, and as well as kind of go over some different areas that I think we could really put in some improvement.
Okay.
All right. So after going over your 24-hour recall, you consumed about 2,091 calories. Most of that actually came from, as you can see here, your carbohydrates, and then the second was in protein. So for the carbohydrates, that's about 58% of the amount of food you've consumed.
Okay.
And then for your protein, that's about 15%. So is there anywhere on your 24-hour recall that you think would be a good idea to change?
Maybe the bagels at breakfast. Maybe not eat
Okay.
those so much.
Yeah, most certainly. Anything else?
Well, when I think about dinner, maybe the pork chops, the size of them. And even my morning snack with the 12-ounce glass of orange juice might be a little too much.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking to maybe not have milk with every dinner meal, or maybe change to a different kind.
Okay. That's a wonderful start. I definitely think those were some really important areas that I noticed that I would like to talk to you about. There's a couple things that I noticed. I definitely noticed the bagel, as well as I noticed the fruit juices. I also noticed the pork chops, and as well as your milk consumption. So that's pretty much similar to where you were talking to me about.
Okay.
And we can also lessen that and really focus on the beverages as well as maybe meat. Just kind of keep it small and something that's really reasonable.
Okay.
So after going through that and really seeing that, so orange juice is great, and so is the lemonade that you consumed the other day. But I see that maybe we could add fresh fruit or vegetable. What kind of fruits do you like?
I really like apples.
Okay.
And strawberries too.
All right. And then anything else?
For some other fruits or for some other vegetables too?
Fruits and vegetables.
Okay. For vegetables, I really love broccoli.
Okay.
I like asparagus too. I'm not really too much of a vegetable eater, but I will eat a lot of fruit if it's available for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a difficult thing. Even with snacking as well, I know I tend to keep a couple carrots in a baggie, and would that be something you'd be interested in doing?
I'd be up for it, yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. And I know that your goal is to lose weight, the 15 to 20 pound range, and I know that with that we'd have to lower your calorie count.
Okay.
So the amount of calories that you would have to be consuming per day is about 1,500 calories. Now that is about 500 less from what you're consuming now. So after I looked at this, there are some things that we can maybe change where instead of the consumption of the orange juice, the lemonade, and then the milk, you can change that to possibly adding a little bit of lemon in your water. Adding that little bit of flavor can really help and make a huge difference and take out a portion of your calories as well. Now, 3 areas that I think would be great goals, definitely to start with, would probably be the idea of changing the amount of fruit juices you're consuming, and as well as possibly the changes in milk. Is there anything that you would be uncomfortable with doing?
No, I'd be up for that as well. That wouldn't be too much.
Okay, wonderful. And do you like the taste of the 2% milk?
Yeah, I do enjoy the taste of that.
You do. Have you ever tried skim?
I've tried it maybe once or twice, but I've always grown up drinking 2%, so it's just what I've been used to.
Okay, wonderful. I think that definitely it will be a change at first, but if you're willing to do it, definitely take it day by day, for sure.
Yeah.
How's your physical activity?
I try to go walking after work or during lunch breaks. Not too long, maybe a 20-minute walk.
20-minute walk?
But not every day do I get around to it, so some days are better than others.
Okay, wonderful. Hey, you're still walking, and also you're walking to work from your car. That is definitely a start. As well as, would you ever consider possibly a 30-minute period maybe during the afternoon, maybe on a Saturday, to join a gym?
If it'll help me with my weight loss, then I guess that would be ideal.
Most certainly, yeah. I think that's a great idea and a positive attitude towards that. Okay. Alright, and then as well as looking at your meat, I know that we were looking at that and you had a little bit of a concern about the amount of meat that you're consuming. Do you like pork chops a lot?
Yeah, I do. We tend to have them at least once or twice a week.
Wonderful. How do you guys prepare them?
Usually grilling them or in the oven.
Do you usually put anything on them?
Not too much, just maybe some salt, pepper, a little bit of seasoning, but not a whole lot.
Okay, wonderful. Now, I ended up having a cooking tip for weight loss worksheet that I think is very helpful because it kind of can give you an idea of cooking, say, pork chops if you do still enjoy them, or any other lean meat, lean chicken, grilled chicken, as well as fish, and even beef. And there's different ways, and I would love to show you this. It kind of breaks down possibly not cooking with butter, but also cooking with, say, a George Foreman grill where you actually press the meat and put it on top of the George Foreman, and then all of the fat comes right out, as well as limiting your portion sizes for the meat.
Okay.
I know that you said limiting that would help a lot, as well as talking about reducing the 2% milk and possibly trying the skim milk. Definitely trying it in cereal at first. Having that little taste of something extra can help for sure. And as well as, I think, just kind of looking at this again and maybe adding in that fruit that you said that you really enjoyed during your snack time instead of, say, your trail mix, or having a little bit of squeezed lemon with your fruit juices instead of having that, but with squeezed lemon. As well as there's also another way, if you cook any breads, do you like to bake?
Once in a while, yeah.
What do you like to bake?
I really like chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, those are wonderful. Not necessarily with chocolate chip cookies, but you can with different types of cookies. There's great recipes online, which I have a handout for, of different ways of using, say, applesauce instead of a specific oil to lessen the amount of calories and oil consumption. But I think, would it be okay if we talk about maybe some goals that we can go over and maybe have you try over the next couple weeks?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I know we talked about the idea of lessening the lemonade to the idea of having lemon in your water. Would that be something you would make for a goal?
I think so, yeah, because I'd still get the flavor of the lemon. So.
Wonderful. Okay. And then what else do you think would be a good thing to work on?
Well, like you said before, maybe tasting the 1% in my cereal in the morning, so I can slowly get back to 1% instead of drinking the 2% every day.
Of course, yeah, that'd be great change. And then One more. Do you think maybe the physical activity?
Yeah, that too. Maybe get more in per day or on the weekends at least.
All right, Kate, I think that really gets us started, and I would love to give you these tips for weight loss and other
Great, thanks.
pages to take home with you to check out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
We're just like staring at each other. 2%. Oh, 23%.